kids. In today's session, you are going to learn about functions of modern state. The modern state is a welfare state and not just police state. That means the modern state, which is called as a modern state, means the state which is doing welfare of the people is called as a modern state. The state assumes greater rules by creating economic and social overheads, ensuring stability both internally as well as externally, conserving resources for sustainable development, and so on. The state assumes, state means here we are saying about the country alone, okay? The country, it assumes greater rules by creating economic and social overheads. That means economically as well as in the society wise, it working hard to bring it forward, as well as it ensuring stability in externally as well as in the internally. That means external aggression, that from the any enemy country, they should not attack our country. For that also it taking care, as well as internally also any disorder should not arise there. Conserving resources for the sustainable development. Already I told about the sustainable development. Sustainable development means conserving resources means what? Safeguarding the resources. That means the safeguarding resources for the future development and so on. Okay, here they given in this diagram about the functions of a government. Here, control of monopoly, defense, judiciary, enterprises, social welfare, infrastructure, macroeconomic policy, and social justice they given, isn't it? From this alone we are going to study now. Defense. The primary function of the government is to protect the people from external aggression. External aggression means already I told, from the outside of the country. Anyone should not attack our country. For that the government is giving the assurance. Okay. And internal disorder. Internally, any the mischievous works, otherwise any conflicts, it should not arise in between the states, otherwise between the people, like that also it's safeguarding that. That means it protecting, it giving the protection to the people from the external as well as from the internal. For that purpose, they are maintaining, the government is maintaining the police for the internal disorder and the military forces for the external aggression. Next, judiciary. Rendering justice and settlement of disputes are the concern of the government. It should provide adequate judicial structure to render justice to all classes of citizens. Actually, in our country, we are having so many languages, so many religions, isn't it? And so many cultures also. Instead of that, we are following the same judicial form alone in our country. For all the people, they should receive the justice. They should receive the justice without any class distinctions. Okay. Rendering justice and settlement of disputes, most probably to give the justice to all the people as well as the settling the disputes in between the people. Next, enterprises. The regulation of enterprises. The regulation and control of private enterprise fall under the purview of the modern state. Ownership of certain enterprises and operating them successfully are the responsibility of the government. What the government they are doing? They are helping to run the private enterprises successfully. Okay. Next, what are the another things they are doing? Social welfare. It is the duty of the state to make provisions for education, social security, social insurance, health and sanitation for the betterment of the people in the country, isn't it? Because if education, the security and the health, sanitation, if it is good, means definitely that country, it is called as the welfare country. Okay, so only they are showing that much interest in the education, security and all. Okay, infrastructure. With the infrastructure also we are saying about the country, whether it is developed, otherwise developing. Modern states have to build the base for the economic development of the country by creating social and economic infrastructure. Both they are saying. So society wise as well as the economic infrastructure, it should be developed there. Macroeconomic policy. The government has to administer fiscal policy and monetary policy to achieve macroeconomic goals. macro, that means the national economic goals. We should achieve the national economic goals. Okay, to achieve that national economic goals, we are making some policies to increase that one. That means the new economic monetary policy means money policy only. We are saying as a monetary policy. That means to increase the public finance. To increase the public finance, we will create some policies how to increase the finance. That means the income, revenue of the government. For that, what they are doing, they are making some policies that is called as the monetary policies, which useful for the to achieve the macroeconomic goals. Social justice. During the process of growth of an economy, certain sections of the society gain at the cost of others. The government needs to intervene with fiscal measures to redistribute the income. Most probably, whenever the growth of an economy, actually in the process of the growth of an economy, all the society, that means not only the higher society, the middle society and the lower society, everyone should get the income. Okay, that means the income, it should be distributed among the people. Control of monopoly. Concentration of economic power is another evil to be corrected by the government. So the state intervenes through control of monopolies and restrictive trade practices to curb concentration of economic power. What they are saying, monopoly means single producer. Okay, single producer of the product. It should be controlled. So many members, if they are involving to give any production, that means any one of the production, so many members they are involving, means definitely everybody will that means they will utilize it, as well as the cost of that product also it will decrease. If only one person is producing any product, means definitely the price of the product, it will be multiple alone. Okay, when so many members they are involving in that means the oligopolies are there means definitely the price of the product, it will decrease. That means all the person they may enjoy about that product. The state can play three kinds of roles: as a producer of goods and services, as a supplier of public goods and social goods, as a regulator of the system. Regulator of the system means it should be reached to each and everyone. That is called as a regulator of the system. First they are saying producer of the goods and services. That means the government, they should produce the goods as well as the services. Services means already I told, transport, hospitals, education, this all comes under the services. Goods, producing the goods, yes, that means the government, they themselves having the so many industries, they are giving the so much of the production of the goods. Supplier of public goods, they are supplying the public goods to each and everyone, isn't it? And also the social goods, public goods and social goods, both same, most probably same alone. As a regulator of the system, that means regularly it should be reached to each and everyone. Okay, that's all children. Thank you.